Good, good. I love your sweater. So I was
Oh,
like,
it's
let me match with my stuff also, so I came
I
prepared.
love it. You look very, very festive. I love the hat. It's like a real one. It's so good.
I took it from Santa last year. He was disappointed, but yeah, now I got the
I
hat.
love it. I love it. I love it. That's so cool. Well, thanks for joining us. I'm excited to discuss Christmas and also look at moving to the US as well. I know that I don't know if you want to kind of introduce yourself a little bit about what you do before we get into it.
Sure, sure. Yeah. So we had a meeting with you, the stream, some time ago, and you guys were in the middle of your trip across the U.S. states, covered a lot of things, and we kind of put the marks on that stream so to meet in the future and also discuss your new endeavors in the U.S. And of course, there's a Christmas theme today, so I'm happy to be here. My name is Stanislav Shamayev. I'm a licensed business immigration and corporate attorney here in Miami, Florida. We don't have snow here, but we have the Christmas spirit. So my specialty, what I'm good at, is bringing the talented people, the business people, and investors into the U.S. through the talent, through the purchasing of the businesses, or through the starting the startups. I have a company that has above 100 people working on this project. We have 10 departments, and at this point, we got more than 2,500 approvals for the visas that
Wow.
we are specializing in. And our goal is to bring 10,000 people to the US by the year 2030. So we about 30% of this goal right now with the new calculations for 2024, and super excited to maybe grab one more person from this stream and get that person approved for the visa and get them here so they could see the Christmas with their own eyes.
Yeah, that's amazing. Congratulations. That's a big number.
It
That's
is.
awesome.
We're putting the goals for us that are really hard to achieve because that way we only can be working at max.
Right. Yeah, there you go. You got to have goals, right?
Absolutely,
I love that.
absolutely.
I love that. So where did you want to start first? Did you want to maybe look at traditions and must-haves in celebrations for the US?
Sure, yeah. Let's start with the traditions, yes, and must have and festive celebrations. That's a good
Okay.
one to start.
Okay. So I guess like growing up in England, right? So like a lot of the Christmas movies I watched were American Christmas movies, like you always see the big American Christmas lights and parade. And I mean, Macy's Thanksgiving, it's not technically Christmas, but it's kind of like the kickoff to Christmas. So like we always watch the Macy's Thanksgiving Day parade, and I mean, as soon as you see Santa, right,
Right.
waving, I mean, that's kind of like it's Christmas is starting at that point. For us and our family, we're like, okay, it's Christmas now because we just saw Santa on the parade. We've got to get the
That's
tree out.
it.
When can you get the tree out in the US?
So, uh, so you're asking when you like put the tree in, or
Yeah. When does your
that's
tree go up?
so I guess in the US it's kind of easy. Once you're done with Thanksgiving, you can basically already put the Christmas tree in, which is really different from Russia, because in Russia people put the tree like the few days. There could be a few days before the New Year's, actually, not even the Catholic Christmas.
Oh, really?
But yeah, but because we consider ourselves Americans and our kids are Americans, so we actually bring the tree exactly right after the
Yeah.
Thanksgiving, and get rid of it in a few weeks after the New
Yeah,
Year's.
we're the same. We I mean back in England it was always 12 days before Christmas and then 12 days after. I don't know why, that's kind of like what we did growing up.
Right.
But here, yeah, Thanksgiving starts and the tree's up and it's Christmas. It's go time. And you do have people in the US that are maybe I don't know, Scrooges, that don't want to put the tree out right away. But
Sure.
I mean it's Christmas, so and like you said, you do it for the kiddos, don't you, really? Gotta get them in that spirit and stuff.
Yeah. You
Um,
got you guys got your tree in the car.
We are staying. We're visiting Morgan's family for the holidays, and so they have a spare room, so we're kind of doing some Christmas stuff with them right there. But we did have a tree up in here, and the kids wanted to put it in their room, so they have a little tree in their room as well. But there's a
It
big
makes
tree in
sense.
the house. It's a pain in the butt to get up, but it's a it's a big tree.
Always, always.
Morgan says before Thanksgiving, the day after Halloween is where it's at. Wow, that's really early to get the tree up. Oh my gosh. Oh, Morgan loves Halloween and Christmas, so she's all about the holidays. And she's my wife, actually, Morgan. I don't know if you, I mean, the people that are following, they probably know that.
Yeah.
She straight after Halloween, she wants that tree up, but
Yeah.
that might be a little bit too early. I don't know.
Uh, just to get in that Christmas spirit, why not?
Absolutely. Yeah, yeah, I guess so. What are some other traditions that you maybe celebrate down in Florida? Because I mean, you don't get snow, right? So you're not going sledding or anything like that.
So no, not really. We're really limited with options to celebrate the traditional way. So I guess the number one here would be to go. So what they do actually, there is a competition in Florida. I'm not sure if it's along the entire Florida or certain parts participating, but the house that's eliminated and decorated the best gets the prize.
Oh, cool.
So
That's fun.
for yeah, it's fun. So for some people, this is like real competition and real thing. So they do crazy stuff like the on the front yard they put all this. So actually the houses that participate in this thing, they attract a lot of local people, and like even the police comes to to make sure everything goes smooth. So people
Wow.
park in the neighborhood, people come and bring the kids, and people just take pictures. So that's, I guess, one of those things that you do when the Christmas is here, to in the evening go to see those lit up houses with crazy things going
Yeah.
on. Number two is probably attending those events. Like I live in Miami, in the suburb of Miami, which is called Davie. That's the city, and we have a Flamingo Gardens park. And they every evening they do the celebration pretty much for a couple of weeks, and it's good for kids, it's good for adults. They do the dances, they do the shows. So that's kind of that also attracts a lot of people. And number three would be the enchanted forests. I would say, like they set up this corner in the park and they do all the lights and the decorations. It's also kind of cool. So basically, it's just to make kids happy
Oh, I
to
love
do those
that.
things.
That's awesome. That, when you were talking about the Christmas lights, all I could think of was, I don't know if you've seen the movie Deck the Halls, when he's like trying to put all these lights on his house, like so many lights that he wants to be seen from space. That's a great Christmas movie. If you ever
That's a
get a
good
chance,
one.
that's a fun Christmas movie with Danny DeVito. I guess looking at from my end for traditions, in Michigan, which is like a domicile state. So we kind of we have listed in Michigan, even though we're traveling full time in our RV right now. We always like to go to a place called Bronner's, which is the largest Christmas store in the world. I think might
Mm.
be America or the world. It's the largest Christmas store, and they have like just aisles and aisles and aisles of decorations. You can meet Santa there. They have a bunch of like cookies, and you can make cookies there and things like that. Um, but we let the kids pick out an ornament every year, and that's like a really fun Christmas tradition that we have here. Um, and then we haven't been to Detroit with the kids, but Morgan and I did. So there's a huge ice skating rink that they set up
Mm.
downtown in Detroit.
I was
Um,
thinking that, yeah.
yeah, I love the ice skating. Morgan had a little accident the previous year. Got a concussion, so I don't know if she's going
Uh-oh.
to be revisiting the ice skating this year. Maybe she will brave it, but it was a little scary incident. She fell back on the ice. Um, and then there's the other thing. There's a little town called Frankenmuth, which is a little German town, and they're
Hmm.
very festive and Christmassy during the holidays, and so we like to try and go there as well with the kids. It's actually close to the largest Christmas store, so we kind of fit in like the Bronners and then the Christmas visit to the little town as well. But
So
that's a lot of
what
fun.
they're like they decorate the town and put the lights
Yeah, the
on and
town's very decorated. It's like a little, it's like little. It looks very German.
mm,
Like the style of houses and the style of the stores. They also have an ice skating rink. They have as a place. They have like big dinners and things like that that you can go to. There's just a lot going on. It's like a little. It kind of feels like a market type vibe a little bit, you know.
mm-hmm.
It's fun, and I mean even around Michigan, there's like little places. I think like Grand Rapids, maybe. I think maybe even Lansing. They have little pop up markets, like kind of like those little outdoor markets, which they have in England. Actually, I remember they had them every year, growing up the little German style markets there. So it's kind of cool to still see those, you
That's
know.
pretty cool. Actually, we've been to London. I've been to London with my wife a few months ago,
Yeah,
and I saw those pop-up markets. Like when on a weekend they just like close the street and
yeah,
people like traders come in and they sell the craft, they sell
yeah,
whatever. Like
yeah. It's a lot of
it's kind
crafts.
of cool.
It is
Yeah.
fun.
So yeah, yeah.
And get a hot cocoa and walk around and feel very festive.
Kinda, yeah. Festive.
um, one thing that I feel like they don't have a lot of in the US, but I think they're starting to get more of, is like Christmas crackers. Do you have crack?
Mm.
Did you have crackers growing up like this?
What are they? They
So,
like you drop
so
them and or you
you
pull
you
them and some
you pull
and
them
got the
apart. Yeah,
confetti
yeah,
or
yeah.
whatever. Yeah.
So in England, growing up, like, because we would have over here, we have Thanksgiving, right? We don't have Thanksgiving in England,
Mm.
and you probably didn't have it growing up either. But like for Christmas Day, we would always have like turkey. So like our
Mm.
Thanksgiving was like Christmas dinner, like turkey and everything, and then we'd like we'll have a cracker for Christmas, and then we pull the cracker. You'd like one person to grab, one person to grab. I'll pull it. It might be loud. Okay, the person who gets the big end wins the cracker. And then
Oh.
normally, I don't know if this one has it because it's not traditional. This one just has a prize in it or a joke. Okay, it has a funny joke in it. But normally they have
Okay.
these little paper hats, and everybody puts on like a little paper crown hat for Christmas dinner.
Yeah, like
So
a
like we try to.
crown on Burger King.
Yes. Yeah, there you go, exactly. So we try to incorporate that. We like get crackers and try and so we're still trying to bring in a few things that like maybe I had growing up incorporating into this, American British Christmas. We're trying to mix it together and make something new. It's all about little traditions like that. I think that make the Christmas season magical, isn't it? Like things that you did as a kid, maybe your partner did as a kid, and even new things. Bringing in new traditions with your family. It's just having fun with the kids and just making it magical, really.
Yeah, and making tradition out of it. Actually, the in Russia, and again, I'm referring back to Russia because that's my country of origin. We actually have two
What?
Christmases, and
You have
yes,
two Christmases?
two Christmases, yes, and two New Years, by the way. Not a lot of people know that. So, and the reason for that, well, two Christmases is easy to explain because there's like Catholic Christmas and Orthodox Christmas, and they're in different dates, and they're like 2 weeks apart. But the New Year's is also there's like New Year, like New Year and Old New Year, and the reason for that to exist is because Russia used to be on a different calendar, which was 2 weeks apart from European calendar,
Okay.
but the tradition still is there. So it's kind of
Yeah.
funny, like you celebrate as a bunch of holidays throughout this period, and the New Year is a bigger holiday than Christmas. So Christmas is
Really?
more, yeah, like Christmas is more religious in
Okay.
Russia. New Year's is for everyone, and the old tradition that they do in Russia is to put the mandarins or tangerines on the Christmas tree, and that's like when you go to see your friends or relatives, you get this Christmas tree like full of mandarins and like with oranges, and it's like the tradition in Russia.
I like that. I remember like in school in England growing up, we would have like mandarins and put like little cloves in like spices in the
Mm,
mandarins and stuff for ornaments as well to make them smell nice, and you put them on the tree and
yeah,
make it smell.
and that smell of mandarin, that's the smell of New Year.
So but you only celebrate one Christmas now, or do you celebrate two in the US? Do you both still?
Not really,
Okay.
not really. That's a little too much. We we kind of switched to American way of
Very
celebrating
cool.
because mostly because of the kids, like you said, to make a tradition out of it. And like my older son, Seraphim, he's 4.5, so he's going to like his VPK, his kindergarten. Of course, like when he's surrounded with American culture and American celebration, so we don't want to confuse him,
Right.
and so we kind of match what's happening there in his school, but also we would tell him about, hey, that's we have it differently back in the country, so he gets like this little cultural education for
Yeah.
him.
Oh, that's I love that. That's really cool. That's very cool.
Yeah.
Um, did you want to discuss any more Christmas traditions?
Let's think about it. What makes it fun for kids for Christmas in Florida is the fake snow. Because there's no
Okay.
snow. So actually, some of those houses I was telling you about that do this crazy participation in this competition for the best house decoration. They do like the fake snow. So they like to put those machines, and it produces like it's actually real. It's like the actual snowflakes coming
Oh,
out of it. They melt
wow.
really fast, but it's fake to the extent that it's not coming from the sky, it's from the machine. But the kids,
Is
oh
it
my
is it
god,
cold?
it is cold. Yeah.
Wow. Does it like melt instantly though? I mean, like, what's the average
Well,
temperatures in
it's
Florida?
like, yeah, basically, so the temperatures at in the late afternoon, in the evening, they could be like a little bit lower, so it actually can fall on the ground and then melt. But if for the kids, it's not about that. For them, the sensation of getting that snowflakes on the face,
Yeah.
on the hands, they love it. Never seen snow before, so like when they start this machine, the kids like get together and just screaming and running, and so like the actual snow is a lot of fun for them.
That's awesome. Well, growing up with our kiddos, we've had lots of snow in general. Not no big falls this year yet, but it definitely is coming. I know it is. But we love to take them out on sleds, take them sledding.
Mm,
Um, and I
yeah,
think we even have we pull them around, and there's even hills that they can go down and things like that. So they really love doing that. But they probably last about, I don't know, 10 minutes until they go, it's really cold, and then we got to go in and get the hot cocoa going and put on a Christmas movie.
definitely the hot cocoa is the way to go
Hot
with it.
cocoa and must. Yeah, they really dress it up too. They're like hot cocoa, whipped cream, sprinkles, and then like they eat all the whipped cream. They're like, can we get more whipped cream? It's just ongoing. So it's fun though. It's good fun. It's all magical Christmas stuff. So I enjoy doing it.
Yeah, and lots of fireworks here, at least here in Florida. I'm not sure other states, but for New Year's
Yeah,
definitely is like big firework, like when usually the city or the government organizes. But people buy lots of this,
really.
smaller firework, and throughout the week, Christmas, New Year's, like you hear a lot of little explosions, and you
Yeah.
see the skies illuminating.
Oh, interesting.
Uh, yeah, unless like here in Davie, it has a lot of farmland, so the fireworks are prohibited here. Like you cannot do
Right.
it because the animals get scared, like the
Okay.
horses, and we have like donkeys, and not on my property, but around.
Right.
So yeah, that they don't do this, but like if you go to Fort Lauderdale, Miami, and other like Sunny Isles, you'll see a lot of fireworks going on. So that's kind of a part of the
Yeah.
tradition here
Yeah.
too.
I don't see many fireworks up in Michigan for Christmas. Maybe for New Year's Eve, we see a lot, but not really Christmas. Even growing up in England, I don't think we had fireworks for Christmas and stuff. I don't know if you had them. Did you have fireworks in Russia or New Year's?
For the New
Okay.
Year's, like
Yeah.
usually, like the city organizes like big
Right.
fireworks, and
Yeah. Yeah.
people also buy these little, rockets, and kids play with them. So yeah,
Okay.
yeah. And I remember we used to do this like crazy stuff, like find a empty bottle, put it like a little firework in there, and it just explodes, and kids do stupid stuff.
Yeah.
So yeah,
That's how they
fun.
learn.
That's how you learn to get hurt really fast.
Okay. Do you want to move into looking at moving to the US?
Yeah,
Okay.
let's talk. We kind of covered the agenda that we wanted to do, and of course, I do believe that the end of the year, it's not only the time for reflection, what happened in the previous year, this coming year, what you achieved, what was your success, your family, your friend, but it's also the planning for the future,
Right.
right?
Yeah.
So
Absolutely.
by my own example, the end of 2023, I set up, and I know it was stupid of me, but that's what happened. I said that I want 2024 to be the year of a great cleanse, or like, cleaning of my life and everything. So because I didn't specify what exactly I meant, the universe takes it as is, and it did a big cleanse for me. So I learned my lesson to be more specific what exactly you mean, to not to get slammed with things in your life. So that's that was my thing. But I do believe that for people who want to change their life, and they're looking for better life, not only for themselves but for the kids and the future generations, I think it's the best time to start thinking about the ways to come to the US, because I do believe this is the best country in many aspects. Yes, there are things that, there's some problems, but overall, on a scale for everybody else, this is the best place to be. And you're a good example, Chris, because you're not American, but you're in America and you
Yeah.
have your family here. So that means something
Right.
to you. For those of you guys who are watching us live right now and who will be watching us later offline, if you have that thing in your head, that seed somebody planted in you, maybe Chris did with showing the America and the States and the travels, or maybe somebody else, you need to start really digging how can you make these things happen. And you guys know that I already mentioned that I specialize in talent visas and national interest waiver visas and business and investment. So those are the primary things, and I think the best to start moving to the US. And if we talk in terms of legal stuff, I think O1 visa, the talent visa, the E2, the small investment visa, and others are the best. So, and today we're not gonna, of course, spend a lot of time explaining which visas are there, what they means. But for you guys, we developed the process of actually you learning what's the best visa for you, and that process is good for us to understand whether you have a potential in the case, and that's the free evaluation. Okay, so if you guys want to get your case evaluated by attorney, by Stanislav, by myself, all you need to do is send me one word in my in direct message in my DM, and that word is Christmas. Okay, because today is a Christmas theme, and we prepared this special process for you. So make sure that you DM me to my profile, Shamayev Business Law, one word Christmas. So I will send you the link. You fill out the form, and within 2 days, I'll get back to you to assess your situation. If you have a case among those visas that I specialize in, if we can do that within 6 month time frame, and overall, just to let you know what kind of visa work best for you and how we can help you. So guys, don't miss this
Wow.
opportunity. Get the free evaluation of your case by DMing me one word Christmas.
That's amazing. That's a Christmas present right there. A free evaluation. I love
Yeah, it doesn't
that.
get back. Look, it's like maybe for some of those people who will fill those forms out, that would be the best Christmas gift.
Yeah.
When you get that free evaluation, and the attorney tells you, hey, you have the potential in your case. That's
Yeah.
great, because that potential could be realized in 2025, which in my book is the year of prosperity. right?
Yeah.
So if this one was the year of cleanse, the 2025 is the year of prosperity. I'm tired of cleanse. I want the prosperity. So
I love that.
that's what I'm setting up. And I do believe that for those who are outside of the US, the year of prosperity could be moving to the US. So guys, don't miss this opportunity.
Yeah, I will say, so even though I knew I had to get a K1 visa to move over with Morgan,